Hey, pressure washing business owners. My name is Jonathan Henderson of Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. In today's video, I want to go over the 7 misconceptions pressure washing businesses have about SEO. Because in our daily interactions with pressure washing businesses, whether they're our clients or prospects, there seems to be a lot of confusion when it comes to SEO. And so there's always questions about how long will results take? When should I start SEO? I see this marketing company offering this, and does this work, right? And they compare kind of packages and what will bring results. And so in this video, I want to go ahead and, bring awareness to you guys so that you guys don't have as much confusion about SEO. So going forward, you guys know how you can utilize SEO and how it best fits your business, and so that I can dispel some of these misconceptions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So the first one is going to be SEO results can take a long time, right? That's the biggest misconception that I hear. And the answer to this when it comes to how fast can you get results with SEO is it varies, right? It varies. And I'm going to show you guys firsthand why it varies. And so if you guys look at this keyword, pressure washing Atlanta, I love this tool, guys, Ahrefs. As you guys can see with this keyword, pressure washing Atlanta, the keyword difficulty on this, as you guys can see on a scale of 1 to 100, is 17. So that means that this keyword is not easy to rank, but it's not hard to rank at the same time, right? Now, if we go ahead and we look at pressure washing Orlando, this keyword is much more easy to go ahead and rank, right? It's 4 out of 100. And so these are two big cities. And so you would think that, okay, if I'm in Orlando, it would probably be hard to rank this keyword, to rank for pressure washing Orlando because I'm in a big city. When that's not simply the case. You can actually get faster results. I mean, we've ranked clients within, number one positions in major cities in, 4 to 6 months. And so when I look at that, there's a lot of factors that also go into place, not just keyword difficulty, but there's going to be things like, how authoritative is your website that you already have? If you're a brand new spanking business and there's some pressure washing businesses that come to us that have been in business for 3 years and just bought a domain, 3 months ago. And so there's going to be factors of the strength of your website, your domain rating, how many backlinks you have going to your website, how many other websites are referring back to your website. So if you have no history with your website, as you guys can see, these are factors that go into play when it comes to ranking. If you don't have any of those factors going on, then yes, it's going to be harder for you to rank. But for example, if we look at this company like 1080 Pressure Wash, he's number 8. And he came to me and he said, Jonathan, you know what? I want to rank number 1 for pressure washing in Atlanta. Then at that point, I would say, okay, look, he already has 55 websites referring back to his website. He has 411 backlinks. He has some authority on his website. That is feasible at that point. But there's another business where it was just 0 for everything. They had no authority. Then I would be like, the results are going to take longer. For one business and another, they're going to take longer. So results always vary. And even same thing with like pressure washing Orlando. If we look at here, it's not that difficult. So if a website, for example, like if this Soakton company came to me and they said, Jonathan, we want to rank number 1, they already have some traction going on with their website. Opposed to if somebody had 0, nothing, they had no history when it came to their website, or their website was brand new. Because Google does look at factors like your domain age. They look at factors, because if you just bought a domain, Google doesn't trust it yet. Google does not trust it. So sometimes it takes like a year, and a lot of SEO companies will say that. So that is good. So when it comes to SEO results can take a long time, that is not simply the case, right? It varies. It varies from each market and for each business, specifically for them. So yes, results vary when it comes to SEO. Now, you can do SEO on any type of website. So there's businesses that come to us and they have a Wix website, they'll have a Squarespace website, they'll have a WordPress website, and they just say, you know what, Jonathan, we don't want to change our website. We just want to go ahead and just do SEO on this website. But that's not simply the case. You can't just do SEO on any type of website because those results do actually matter. And so I'm going to show you guys firsthand. So what is a CMS? A CMS is basically a content management system. And so as you guys can see at the top right here, you have WordPress, Joomla, all these different type of CMSs. And they're not going to show Wix or anything on here, right? But a CMS is basically what you use to build your website. That's essentially what it is. It stands for Content Management System. And so if we take a look at this, 2020's best CMS, SEO-friendly platforms, You want to get a website that is SEO friendly. You want to get a website that's SEO friendly. As you know, Squarespace comes in number 5 on this list. Shopify, right? Then you have BigCommerce. You have Magneto, right? And then you have WordPress. Now, personally, for all pressure washing businesses, and I'm going to be super biased when I say this, and I'm going to show you guys proof why I'm biased. I'm not going to just say it without backing it up. But I would say for a pressure washing business, you want to have a WordPress website. A WordPress website is going to be, what you guys want when it comes to ranking. I've seen Wix, I've seen Squarespace. They don't have the same capabilities as a WordPress website. And so I'm going to show you guys right here 10 reasons why WordPress is the best CMS for SEO. WordPress focuses on user experience, which it does. Whenever you have themes on there, those themes are very user friendly they're very user friendly for the themes that they have, to where it's like, okay, these themes will convert at a good rate. WordPress allows you to create attractive permalinks, which is essentially like being able to manipulate your URL or be able to construct your URL the way that you want it to. WordPress makes metadata, easy to manage. Optimizing images for SEO is simple on WordPress, which this is all true because it has more bandwidth than like a Wix, than a Squarespace, than a GoDaddy, than all of those websites, right? WordPress is optimized for mobile users. This is one of the biggest ones. A lot of the themes and a lot of things on WordPress are already optimized for mobile. They're already optimized and templatized for you already. And another big one that's down here is that WordPress helps you integrate your campaign with social media. A big thing too is WordPress has plugins specifically made for SEO, like Yoast SEO, SEO Rank Math, all of that stuff. I'm not going to go into that, sitemaps, but they have a lot of that stuff that you guys can easily, at a click of a button, install Google Analytics on your website, install, ways that you can go ahead and implement a title tag and meta description on your website. It just makes it super simple. And so that's why I always tell a lot of pressure washing businesses that the CMS that you do use does matter. And so let's take a look at these results on here. So if I look at like pressure washing Tampa, which I use a location changer, so it's showing that I'm looking at this from Tampa, Florida, right? And we look at this business right here, and I open this link in a new tab, and I see their business, right? And what website they're using, what CMS they're using. If I go on here and I look at Wappalizer right here, which is taking forever, but as you can see, WordPress, and they rank number 1 for pressure washing Tampa. It's a WordPress website. And another one, right? Now I'm doing major cities, but like pressure washing Dallas. As you guys can see, I'm searching from Dallas, Texas right here. And we go on here and I look at 214 pressure washing. And they are ranking number 1 for this keyword, pressure washing Dallas, in Dallas, right? And I go ahead and I look at Wappalizer, which I like to use this tool, WordPress. And all the websites that we analyze and the different areas that we analyze, I hardly see, I should just be blunt, I really never see, another CMS besides WordPress rank. Now there are other good ones. If, there's other companies that do use their own customized, websites and all that, and those can rank. But when it comes to generally like the Wix, the Squarespace, the GoDaddies, it matters what kind of website that you have when it comes to SEO that you're doing. So moving on, one-off services will bring results. So you don't know how many times in groups, in Facebook groups, or the clients that I, eventually get, or prospects that I talk to, where they say, well, this guy said that he would just go ahead and build backlinks to my website and that's it. And that would get me results. Or this guy said that he would set up this guy said that he would only do on-page SEO for me and change up my descriptions and all that. Or this guy said that he would make my website faster and that would make me rank. Guys, one-off services where they just do one thing for your SEO will bring results is false. You need a comprehensive SEO system. You don't need to just do one-off services where it's like, well, he said that if I just do backlinks to my website, it'll rank. You need more than just backlinks. You need more than just on-page SEO. You need a comprehensive SEO strategy. And the reason why that is I'm going to show you guys it's just like the local search ranking factors that I showed you guys, right? Localized organic rankings and ranking in the map pack. As you guys know, Google My Business signals, link signals, on-page, behavior signals, citations, reviews, social signals, personalization. All of this stuff matters. And so how are we going to get better results if you're only keying in on, if somebody just said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just do your on-page SEO for you. How are you keying in on these other different factors on here if they're only focusing on your on-page signals, right? You're not going to get the results that you want by just doing one-off services. And so a lot of these people get duped by these marketing companies that offer just one-off services. And that's going to bring me to my next point right now, which is I see this all the time, is that a lot of these marketing companies will offer, getting results by only optimizing your Google My Business without touching the website. And so a lot of people think that you can just optimize your Google My Business without touching the website. So I see a lot of people get duped and a lot of people get scammed. A lot of pressure washing businesses get scammed because they say, you know what, I want my Google My Business to rank better. And this guy told me that he would optimize my Google My Business. And I say, well, did he touch your website at all? Did they do anything when it came to your website? And they say, no, they didn't do anything when it came to my website. They just optimized my Google My Business. And you're not going to get the results that you want in the Google Map Pack by only just optimizing your G&B without touching the website. So these guys that offer you, these marketing companies that offer you, these services where they say they're only going to go ahead and optimize your Google My Business, that is not going to be the case. Run away from that. Do not invest in those services. And this is straight from the horse's mouth of Google, which is Google My Business Help, improve your local ranking. Right? So there are things. So as you can see, enter your complete data, verify your location, keep your hours accurate, manage and respond to reviews, add photos. Those are things that, are directly with the Google My Business. Okay, we got that done. But now you can see how Google determines local ranking, relevance. So as you can see, relevance refers to how well a local business matches what someone is searching for. Add complete and detailed information. Has to do with Google My Business. Distance. We all know distance matters. I don't want a pizza shop that's 100 miles away. I want a pizza shop that's going to be, 1 to 10 miles away from me. Now, this is where the biggest thing comes from is prominence, right? So prominence refers to how well known a business is. Some places are more prominent in the offline world, and search results try to reflect that in local rankings. So prominence is also based on the information that Google has about a business, which across the web, like links, as you guys can see right here, links. So as you guys can see right now, you have to build links too, articles, citations, and directories, right? And then as you guys can see, your position in web results is also a factor. So search engine optimization best practices apply. And what does that mean? So your position in this area right here affects how well you rank in the Google Map Pack in this area, right? And how do you rank well in this area? You have to key in on basic SEO principles on your website. And this is coming straight from the horse's mouth of Google. Coming straight from the horse's mouth of Google right now is that, as you guys know, this stuff matters when it comes to that. And so your website matters. Anybody offering anything that they're only optimizing your Google My Business and not touching your website, run away. So that's one thing that I want to go ahead and that people have the biggest misconception that they can get, you can get results by only optimizing your G&B without touching the website. And then another one is I need SEO when I first start my business. And that is not the case. You don't always need SEO when you first start your business. And like we talked about and we discussed earlier, if you're in Atlanta, right, and you guys saw specifically that keyword is very difficult to rank, if you want good SEO services, they're going to cost you, a sizable dollar amount. And so if you're not going to see results for, at least 6 to 8 months, why not reinvest that money into something that's going to bring you marketing dollars right now? Yard signs, door hangers, direct mail, other type of services and other type of, marketing that's going to bring you results instantly. You don't need SEO when you first start off your business. A lot of businesses come to us and they've only been in business for 6 months. They've only been in business for even a year sometimes. And they don't have even a way that they don't have any structure in their business at all. And so personally, my opinion and what I've seen is that, and as you guys already saw when it came into the website, there's other factors that go into play, is that if you're not established in your business yet and you don't have at least 1 or 2 ways to at least drum up business consistently, and you're not an established business yet, then you should not be thinking about SEO. If your Google My Business has 3 reviews and you just started 3 months ago, you do not need to be thinking about SEO for your business. You need to be thinking about yard signs, things that are going to bring you more immediate results, not SEO. SEO is not going to bring you more immediate results. So therefore, that money that you would be spending on, SEO, you could be spending in another avenue. Like I said, once again, that's going to bring you more immediate results. So no, I need SEO when I first start my business. No, you do not. You do not need SEO when you first start your business. You need to have a repeatable way on how to attract customers. And then once your business is established, then SEO can take you to that next level. So another misconception, you can turn SEO on and off, right? You can turn SEO on and off. You can't turn SEO on and off. SEO is not something that you can just turn on and off. And the reason why I say that is this. I will get clients or we'll have some clients, and what will end up happening is they'll say, look, Jonathan, we're going to do our SEO campaign from, if they start with us, let's just say hypothetically in February. And in November, they'll be like, look, we're not busy. We're actually going to take the next 2 months off because it's snowing up here. Like, let's just say that they're a company in Ohio or New York, New Jersey. And so they say, you know what? From essentially February to November is when we work. But, December and January, we take off. So can you turn the SEO off? And I tell them like that SEO is not something that you just want to turn on and off. There's always going to be companies optimizing, their websites. There's always going to be companies that are continuously doing this. So once you pump the brakes on this, you're allowing other people to catch back up to you. So SEO is not something that you can just turn on and off. Because another thing too is that your rankings can actually get better. So if you still invest into it in the wintertime, at that point, come spring, your rankings will be better. Your rankings will be better if you continuously keep doing and keep feeding the beast instead of not feeding it on a continuous basis and turning it on and off. You can't turn SEO on and off, right? That's not something that you turn on and off. And so in the wintertime, that's when you should be investing in SEO at that time because by then you'll have enough time for the results to go ahead and take place in the springtime. And you say, look, I was doing all this SEO in the wintertime. Now I'm doing it, I was doing all this SEO in the wintertime. My rankings are a lot better come springtime, which equals more phone calls, right? And then, like I said, this is another, this segues me into my other misconception is I'll start SEO when I'm in the busy season. And the reason why we hear this is because, like I said, the wintertime, a lot of businesses will be like, look, I don't have the money. I'm not getting the jobs right now that I'm getting. Let's just start SEO when I know I'm going to get money, when I know I have jobs. And I'll tell them that, if you do it in the spring, you're not going to really reap the benefits of SEO in that springtime like that, whenever you're in your busy season. Because like I said, results do vary, but at the same time, if it takes you 4 months, if it takes you 6 months, right, you're still not going to be capturing those, that busy season for you. Or, in Florida, I know there's a different busy season. But you should be actually thinking about SEO and these things in your off season, actually. Because when you're in the off season, let's say for example, you're a business in North Carolina. And in North Carolina, your busy season is from essentially March to to October. Because November and December can still be good, but the busy season can be from March to October. And if you came to us and you said, look, I want to start SEO in March, you're not going to reap those benefits of that SEO campaign probably until your next busy season. But if you had invested in SEO, let's just say in October or even in November, if it takes 4 to 6 months to see those kind of results, then you got to think about it. Let's say that you invested in the SEO in November. Then you have November, December, January, February, March, right? You've been 5 months into your SEO campaign. Therefore, you will probably see the reaps and the benefits of what you had done. And so hopefully these 7 misconceptions, you guys become more aware about SEO. And like I said, if you guys need a free strategy call, if you need help with their online marketing, you can go ahead and go to our website here at PW Marketing Pros, free strategy call. And myself and my team will go ahead and take a look at your online presence, for your business. And we'll give you an honest opinion on what will work best for your market. Not every business will immediately get results or will immediately benefit from SEO. Not every, market will immediately benefit from other type of marketing services. So if you want a unique, strategy call, if you want a free strategy call where we take a unique perspective on your business and make some recommendations, go ahead and hit that link. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Like I said, I hope this video brought you guys some value.